Hello, I'm a British person, and I think I've done it again. I think I found the worst film of all time. Remember when I reviewed Dirty Movie and I said it could never be topped? Remember the little panda fighter and how dreadful that was? Well, combine the two and you get this, Kiara the Brave, aka Super K, aka Hey Old People, buy this by mistake for your grandchildren, aka the worst film of all time. But don't take my word for it, let's take a look.
I have plenty of silly earthlings working to give me an unending supply of my warriors.
I've had enough already! Come on guys, we can do this, let's do it together. It'll make my suffering a little bit less.
Take that, and that.
Cut it out, Mars. Your anger always gets the better of you.
Hey, where'd you all go? Come back! What in God's name is this bollocks? It's badly animated and designed planets arguing over who is the king of the planets? This is our story? I thought this was supposed to be a rip-off of Brave.
Being Destiny's child, your permanent identity crisis makes it hard to take you at your word.
What is this? Am I on drugs right now? Is this what it looks like to be on drugs? Maybe I should get high and find out. Okay. Always keep a stash just in case.
That's why we started fighting.
What are you all talking about?
Yep, definitely high. We then visit the planet Dream Zone. Nice name. And we see Maximus the king. How can they see him from all the way up there? But all is not well in Dream Zone, as Badmess here, that is seriously his name, wants to create a warrior called Supercloud who will help him to take control after a god visited him, gave him a recipe to create it, only for his idiot sidekicks who are actually lizards to erase the recipe and rewrite it themselves. Am I still high? Because that seems like something only someone who is high would be able to comprehend. And even then, what? I am still high. Because the recipe was screwed up, Supercloud is an abomination, so the lizards have to take the baby outside and kill him. But instead the baby grabs them and flies around, so one of the lizards stretches the other one's tail into a net to catch him, and they decide to use Supercloud to become king. I wrote that sentence, but I have a hard time understanding it. Wow. I have literally no idea what I'm watching. Why are these mental things happening? What the hell is going on? I'm frightened.
My mother is never wrong! Never wrong, Saturn!
And confused. This is mental. I cannot quite comprehend just how bizarre and ridiculous this all is. What the actual fuck?
But my concern is for little Supercloud. What will become of him?
I can say no more. Then wait and watch.
Does that mean you don't know? The lizards put Supercloud to sleep and he wakes up an older child. Yet nobody thinks to question this and he heads out to a superhero school but keeps messing up and is thrown out. Did the filmmakers even know what's going on here? It's like they just smashed their hands into the keyboard both whilst writing the script and coding the whole animation and then just released it on DVD. We're done, let's have a tea. Supercloud just cannot fit in, so he mopes about and then comes across a giant two-headed dragon where one of the heads sings. He cannot be serious.
Can we please get something more bitter?
filthier.
You are serious. And the other head raps. Now I know you're not serious.
Where do you think we are? Kmart? Until Dr. Ozux has his day, make do with dung sauce. Now suck up!
Oh my fucking god, you're serious! And then they try and eat Super Cloud, but a wizard called Mesmerize saves him, and they fly back to his castle. Mesmerize then magics in his laptop and watches Super Cloud's life story, so he knows who he is. I wish I was making this up. King Maximus holds a party for his daughter Kiara. Wow, 20 minutes in and we meet the titular character. Whoopee. And Mesmerize gives Kiara Super Cloud as a present. He then makes it rain stones before he jumps about and goes home to the lizards, where he causes chaos because he's happy that he's got a friend. I think the drugs are starting to wear off because all I'm feeling right now is sadness. The lizards then argue about who will be king when they take over the world. And then Destiny's son appears, dressed as a pirate. Then suddenly they're fighting on a giant wheel. Then they're not. Then he's gone again. How many times can I get away with saying, "What the hell?" Super Cloud and Kiara then follow some kids to the dragons, and he manages to save their lives, and they all become friends.
Friends forever! Yeah! Forever!
Yay! Super Cloud is scolded for going back to the dragons, at which point Badmess gives all the king's guards a virus which allows him to control them. Things are getting juicy now. And by juicy I mean awful. See you after this break. What kind of name is Super Cloud? Mesmerize can't get a hold of King Maximus on the phone. Really? So Super Cloud gets in this blimp and flies to save him. I thought Super Cloud could bloody fly. Where is the source of that waterfall? It's too late. The guards capture Maximus and Kiara is punched in the face. Whoa! Jesus. And Super Cloud turns up too late to do anything, so they call to Destiny for help.
Destiny, where are you? Please help! Dream Zone is in trouble! King Maximus is gone!
How are they shouting the exact same thing at the exact same time? Destiny is locked into a cell and held captive by Dr. Ozux, who also wants to become king. Being king in this world just seems like a bloody hassle. Everyone wants to throw you off the bloody throne. It's like the Game of Thrones, but bad and for kids and terrible. And bad. Then the future turns up and vomits flowers.
No, those sweet smells. I can't take this.
We then learn that Maximus and Badmess are brothers, and Dr. Ozux arrives to kill them both, only for Super Cloud to then turn up as well, and they all fight. We then have our big Star Wars reveal.
You'll never achieve anything, just like your failure of a father here, Dreadmiss!
Doesn't quite have the same impact when you already know it, does it? With Dr. Ozux on the loose, Super Cloud has to recruit some help.
Are we strong enough to take them on?
There's only one way to find out! Kid power! Kid power!
Yes, kid power. Makes sense. Then there's a big terrible fight as the kids take on the possessed guards.
Ready? Go!
It probably helps when you don't announce when you're going to attack. Suddenly Dr. Ozux becomes an octopus, because why not? And he and Super Cloud have it off, and they're even joined by Badmess, who's turned to the good side.
He is lying! Don't give up, kids!
How about you fucking do something, wizard boy? Then the lizards become cups and pour water on the faces of Kiara and Badmess. You couldn't make this shit up! But poor Super Cloud is beaten and buried under a mound of rocks. Surely this is it for him now.
Super Cloud, where are you?
Super Cloud!
Get up, son.
He nearly died! But yet he does get up and he electrocutes the demon octopus and wins. Is that it? Please tell me that's it.
Ready? Go!
No! Oh, thank God! Kiara the Brave, or as it's known in its native land, Super K, is appalling. It's badly written, badly animated, and badly acted. The animation is poor, the character design is dreadful, and it makes zero sense. It is without doubt the worst film I have ever seen. And I've seen at least 6 films.